Hey, it's Brent with another question from a reader. It says, hey Brent, I've heard you in one of your videos say that when giving out your number to a woman, it should be tied to a social situation. For example, let me know about that thing, or let me know about that 60s party, ... My question is there another way of giving out your number without tying it to a social situation or an upcoming event? Something of that nature? I mean, what if during your conversation with the woman, she gives you nothing you could use in a way to give out your number under the radar? Is it wrong to give it directly? Okay, a lot of good questions in here. Okay, so what you're talking about is the social way that I suggest you guys give out your number without drawing too much attention to it or making it threatening or, kind of pushing her to do something that society has told her that she shouldn't be doing, which is reach out to a guy, and instead inspire her and make it easy for her to get out her phone, put your number in, and then text you either 5 minutes later or 3 days later or 3 weeks later. Okay, so that's what you're talking about here. And that's actually what you said here was only one of the versions. In fact, that version I think was something that I said somewhere where if you don't have a social life at all and you have no friends and you're asking her what's going on or what happens in this town because I'm new here and I don't really have a social life, and she says, well, yeah, I'm from here and I know where to go. Oh, cool. Listen, if you wouldn't mind, let me know what's coming up. Just shoot me a text and let me know anything that I should be going to. Okay? That's exactly how you would do it, and then she would either get out her phone or whatever. Now, the other way that I tell you guys to do this is to ask questions. So move the interaction or the conversation to social. Now, in almost every case you can do this, as long as you are present and aware and don't get drawn into a serious conversation where it's hard to back out from, right? Because then it really would be drawing attention at the end of talking about politics or religion to say, hey, listen, I've enjoyed this conversation. I'd love to continue it with you. Why don't you take my number and give me a call and we'll continue that. Now, see, I know if you're new at giving out your information, that might sound normal to you, but that would be pursuing in my book, okay? Because even giving out your number, if you do it in the wrong way, if you can push it on them, and then you want them to have it, you want them to call you, and then it's pursuing. So you want it to be an afterthought. You want it to be something that is just like, oh yeah, just shoot me a text about that thing. Okay? Now I'm going to give you a couple different ways to do that in a minute before all of you are saying, well, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so first thing I want to say about this, or another thing I want to say about this is many of you get held up on when I tell you to do it in a social way that you're not showing interest. How is she going to know that you're interested if you don't come out and tell her or indicate somehow that you're interested? Why in the world would she text you? And if you've told her to text you for something social, that's probably all she's going to do, right? How would she make the connection between, well, there's a social excuse, but I really want to hook up with this guy. How is she going to make that connection? That comes from your vibe, okay? So I just want to make that clear, guys. That comes from the work you've done before you go out and meet this girl. That you come from a good place. You're coming from a sexy place. You're coming from a place where you don't want anything. You don't need anything from her. You're not trying to get sex from her. You are sex. You are sexy. And you are a guy who women pursue. And everything you say is sexy. And every time you give out your number in a social way, women are loving it because it's a perfect excuse for them to reach out to you and do what they really want to do with you, which is hook up. Okay? Now, having said that, I don't want you to give it out directly. And when I say directly, it's just like I said a few minutes ago, which is, hey, you know what? You're really cute. I really am enjoying this conversation. We should get together and have a drink sometime. Why don't you just give me a ring? I'll give you my number. You give me a ring, and we'll hook that up. That is being direct, right? Or listen, why don't you listen? I'm gonna give you my number. Give me a call, and we'll definitely hook up and do our thing or get together or whatever. Again, it's like you want them to have it too much. I hope you guys are getting this. Okay, there's really a distinction here, and they don't want you to do it that way. Women don't want you to do it that way. Okay, so. Even if a girl's interested in you and you know it, and again, I also want to add here, guys, if you're starting to think, because I get the emails all the time, is why I was laughing. I get emails all the time, guys saying, well, how do I know if women are interested? Just assume they all are. Okay? It's very simple to me. Assume all women are interested in you, and then you don't have to worry about which ones are and which ones aren't. Just assume they all are. They all find you sexy. They all want to hook up with you. Then you've eliminated that issue, okay? So, even if you know the girl's interested, and even if she says like something like, yeah, well, let's hook up. I really can't right now because I'm with my girlfriends or whatever. Still, the way you would do it is you'd say, oh yeah, I might be up for that. Yeah, just shoot me a text when you're ready and we'll see if we can hook that up. Right? Shoot me a text when you're ready and we'll see if we can hook that up. Now, you notice the way that I said it, I didn't say it in a condescending way, and I didn't say it in a mean way, and I didn't say it in an arrogant way. I just said it in a carefree way, like, yeah, whatever, you send it to me like I'm carefree about it. Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, you see what I mean, guys? I hope you're getting that. In the way that I actually just did it, that's the way I always do it. So that's real. Okay? So, let me get back to one other thing that I haven't told you yet, and that is that I touched on, is that you can find a way in almost every conversation to switch it to social. For instance, you know, hey, what's up, ladies? How you guys doing? Or maybe it's just one girl. Hey, what's up? Happy Friday. How are you? Oh, I'm great. How are you? I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. What's going on? What are you up to? What's on the agenda for this evening? Right? What's on the agenda? What's on the agenda for the weekend? What kind of wild and crazy stuff do you have planned this weekend? I'm going to social. Immediately I'm going to social. Right? She's going to tell me whatever she tells me. Well, I have friends in from town, or I don't know, I'm working this weekend, or what. I don't really care what she tells me. I'm gonna tell her what I'm doing, and I'm gonna be honest with her. So if I have a great social life and I have stuff going on, I'm gonna say, well, you know what? I don't even know. I mean, I know tonight I'm gonna stay here for a little while, and then I'm going to this other club, or I'm going to a friend's party. I don't know. I'm with like 8 people, and I have no clue, but I understand it's going to be a great time, and it'll probably end in some kind of champagne party. Now, in the midst of all this, guys, I'm always going to be aware and observant and looking for an indicator of interest to then give out my number. So if she says something like, oh, I love champagne, or that sounds good, or I'd love to go to that place, I've always wanted to go there, I go, oh, just shoot me a text later if you want to know if it's good, and I'll let you know if it's worth coming over. Just like that. Okay? Just like that. All right? Now, I may say, I may not be going anywhere. I may be having just a chill night, and I'll say something like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm staying out too late tonight. I'm actually going to just probably go home from here, open a bottle of wine, and lay on my couch and, I don't know, just relax and chill. Okay? Now again, I'm going to look for some interest. She's going to say, oh, I love doing that, or I need to do that, or I need to calm down, or I love wine, or whatever. And then I'm going to say, oh, well, you're welcome to join me if you want. I mean, we could leave now, unless you're asking me to leave now. Right? So unless you're asking me to leave now. So I can actually turn that into leaving right that moment, where there is no number exchange at all. But let's just say that I'm not ready to leave yet. Let's say I'm with a buddy or whatever. So I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm probably gonna do it a couple hours from now. And if she says, well, yeah, that sounds great, or I love wine or whatever, I'm gonna say, oh, well, just, you know what, shoot me a text in about an hour or two, and we'll see if we can work it out. You know, so that, right? That's it. Shoot me a text in an hour or two, and we'll see if we can work it out. It's just something like that. Now, it is different, okay, guys, I want to make sure that you understand the difference here. It's different than me saying what I said, what the example I gave earlier, which was, hey, take my number, give me a call, and we'll get together sometime and, you know, continue this. Shoot me a text, and I'll let you know if that thing's cool, or I'll let you know if it's worth coming over, or I'll let you know what I'm up to, or maybe I'll be ready to leave. That's different. There's a distinction there. I hope you guys are getting this, okay? There's a big distinction there, all right? Because I'm telling it to her in a way where I'm not forcing her to get her phone out. I'm not telling her that I need her to have my number. I'm just saying, yeah, whatever, you know, just like shoot me a text if you want. It's like an afterthought. Like, that's why I wait for the indicator of interest, okay? In other words, that's why I don't say, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is this, and if you're interested in joining me, you should just reach out to me, okay? You notice I pause. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. It's probably what I'm going to do. And if she says nothing, here's the big thing, guys. If they say nothing and show no interest, you have to be willing to walk away and not push it. That right there will separate you from 99% of all other guys who become pursuers and go down a road that rarely works. And even when it does, you have no power. Okay? And this was a very difficult thing for me to to do or to stop doing was to push that. Let it go. One of the most powerful things that you guys will do is walk away from a super hot girl because the opportunity does not present itself. You are building character and you are moving to the next level in that moment way ahead of other guys, even guys who are great pursuers and get laid once in a while. There is a level way above those guys. I used to be that guy, and so I know what I'm talking about, so I would not send you down the wrong path here, okay? So, I hope I kind of went off on a tangent here, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something from it, and I hope that I've cleared something up for you. So, keep it social. If you have the right vibe and have done all the work, and your story is that you're sexy and all women know what's up with you, and all women want to hook up with you, and all hot women are interested, and blah, 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 all the stuff I tell you guys to tell yourself, then women get it. They know. Because they know the moment that they interact with you that you're different, and you're sexy, and you let them be who they want to be, and you're non-judgmental, and you're allowing them to be sexual, and all that stuff I tell you guys to tell yourself. When you show up as that guy, giving out your number in that social context gives them an excuse and an opportunity to reach out to you without coming out and saying, look, I know you want me, just reach out to me, right? Which you could say maybe if you were just screwing with them and bantering with them. But anyway, just keep it the way I told you for now. Experiment with it, see what works for you. Try it and let me know what happens. I'll talk to you later.